Good evening and welcome to Neumann Goretti High School in South Philadelphia for the Sports Fan Base Network. I'm Christopher Markowitz alongside Jack Cap. We've got the Neumann Goretti Saints playing host to the Roman Catholic Paleyites. And Jack, this is an exciting one in the PCL.
Well, it certainly is, and in my opinion, every year it's the game of the year. Always the two best teams or right at the top of the PCL, which I feel is the best league in the city and maybe one of the better leagues in the country.
Certainly a competitive high school basketball league, and this is a rematch, Jack Cap, of last year's PCL semifinal.
That's
Obviously, right. Last year, Neumann Goretti had Quade Green and Demir Cosby Roundtree, but a little bit different look for this squad as we actually have the starting lineups being announced. We'll start with Roman Catholic. Starting for them is Alan Betrand, a 6'4" senior who is leading the team in scoring this year. They have Lynn Greer at guard as well. Lynn Greer, an exciting sophomore player, listed at 6'3". Hakim Byrd starting, a junior, 6'5", a transfer in his first year at Roman Catholic. Seth Lundy, another exciting player to watch, a junior listed at 6'6". Rounding out the starting lineup is John Kelly, a senior guard, listed at 5'5". And then for the home team, Neumann Goretti, their starting lineup is as follows: Christian Ings, a 6'1" junior point guard. Daimir Montag leading the team in scoring this year at 16 points per game. He's listed at 6'3" in his senior year. Noah Warren, a sharpshooting guard, listed at 6'1". Jakor Smith, a small forward, listed at 6'2". And Marcus Littles, who we were talking about before the broadcast, Jack Cap, committed to George Washington University, a senior at 6'9", 260, an absolute force.
And those are not exaggerations, Chris.
No.
He is that big and strong.
Yeah, a force down low in the paint for this Goretti squad. They also have some sharpshooters with Montag, with Warren. Christian Ings, he could get a shot from the perimeter in the mid-range. So a talented squad for Goretti this year. They come into this one at 8-3, 2-0 in the PCL. And then for Roman Catholic, they come into this one at 6-3, 1-0 in the PCL. So still very early on in this Catholic League schedule.
Yeah, and the place is packed, as it always is, filled to maximum capacity. We're just about ready to go here. Three referees are Jim Miller, Jim Welsh, and Derek Hrabowski.
Yeah, here we are. Tip-off. It'll be Lundy in the middle with Littles. And the tip kept in play. Goretti will have it, dressed in their home white. They are traveling right to left on your screen. Pass inside to Littles, lays it up for the easy two, and on cue, Marcus Littles gets it going inside for Neumann Goretti.
He's going to get a lot of opportunities down there. I mean, he is extremely big and strong, as we've mentioned previously.
And now on the other end, Catholic will go to work, dressed in their road black. A nice take inside for the easy two by Seth Lundy.
Seth Lundy, a big-time player, can score a lot of points. Nice move by Seth Lundy.
Lundy was second team all PCL last year. Now a corner three off the mark. Rebound by Lundy. He'll lead it down the other way. Pass inside. Out to the corner. Three-pointer is good. That comes off the hand of number 13, Hakim Byrd. And Jack Cap, I was talking to you about him before the broadcast. He's a transfer from Kingsway High School. Averaged 25 points a game last year for Kingsway.
That's out of New Jersey, am I correct?
That is correct.
And by the way, that was an excellent pass into the corner by John Kelly, the big man.
And now a corner three for Goretti is good. Comes off the hand of the lefty, Jakor Smith. And we're all even at 5. On the other end, Greer goes to work.
And I believe I'm seeing a zone out there by Goretti. There's a nice move.
Nice take to the rim on the 360, but unable to make the layup is Alan Betrand. Betrand in his senior season led Roman in scoring last year, and he's committed to play college ball at Towson next year.
And Betrand can put some points up. Everybody on this court can score, and everybody is a quality player. This is big-time basketball, Chris.
Yeah, and a contested three rattles around the rim and out.
Is that Noah Warren, I believe?
That was Warren, a sharp-shooting guard.
I've seen him get hot. He is very good.
Well, he comes into this one shooting 46% from three, but Lundy tries a three, gets that one to go. Seth Lundy off to a hot start here. He's got 5 points early on.
And Seth Lundy had some word for somebody right after that. I'm not sure what was going on.
Neumann Goretti with it now on offense. Pass inside for Littles. Stolen away, but a foul is called. That was John Kelly, number 40, whistled for the foul.
Tough foul against John Kelly there. He was working the post with the big man, Marcus Littles.
That's certainly a tough guard. Now a layup inside off the mark. Rebound no good. Catholic the other way.
Great block shot by Seth Lundy.
Yeah, Lundy had an impact there. Now Greer with it. Tries a shot way off the mark. Rebound Warren. Warren picks up his dribble. Gets it to Little. And now Goretti will set up their offense. 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Roman Catholic ahead 8-5. A nice drive inside, and Jakor Smith finishes with the left.
Power move by Jakor Smith with the left hand. Very nicely done. 8-7. Roman.
5 points for Smith now. Greer with it for Roman Catholic. Pass into the corner, a shot fake, and now a three-pointer. It's good. Comes off the hands of Alan Beatrand. And Roman Catholic has a 4-point lead. Warren off the handoff. Now back to the hands of Ings.
Littles wants the ball. He's calling for the ball.
A nice drive inside, but it's stripped away from Montague. On the other end, Greer had it, lost it for a second, gets it back and lays it up for two.
Lynn Greer, a very smooth sophomore that has drawn a lot of Division I interest already.
Yeah, he's got 5 schools thus far who have offered him scholarships. Penn State, Temple, St. Joe's are on that list.
Of course, he has the pedigree. His father and his grandfather were players.
Yeah, his father played in the NBA for a little bit, played at Temple.
Great player.
Certainly a talented guard. As a drive into the lane, blocked, but a foul is called.
What a block there. I believe that was Beatrand on the block.
Well, they got him for a foul, and that will send Christian Ings to the line, shooting 2. 3 minutes, 29 seconds to go in the first quarter. Roman Catholic ahead 13-7, but
there was a foul called on that. Did I miss that?
Yeah, there was a foul after the block. The first shot by Ings touches up every part of the rim, but does not fall.
Was the foul on Beatrand?
I believe they got it. They got Beatrand with the foul.
Okay.
Second free throw by Ings is good. That cuts the Roman Catholic lead to 5. Greer across midcourt.
Greer's got a handle. A beautiful handle. I saw him play last year before he got injured.
It's taken away from Greer by Ings. Tries the layup. Doesn't get it to go. Yeah, but a nice job there, Jack, of using his body to draw that contact and get to the line again.
And that foul was recorded against Lynn Greer, who really couldn't do anything as Chris Ings maneuvered his body. So it was either going to score or get the foul, one or the other.
It's his second trip to the free throw line, and it has many possessions. His first free throw, short. Not the start from the line that he would have wanted, as he's now 1 for 3 from there. Second shot is good. Lead is down to 4.
You got 1 out of 2 there?
You got 1 out of 2.
1 out of 2 both times.
Now Roman Catholic on the other end. A nice move there by Greer.
Yeah, that's a hand check.
Certainly is. They're going to get
Chris Ings
with the foul.
Yeah.
But there you saw Jack Cap, Greer putting on display his handling ability.
Yeah.
So this will be an inbounds from the baseline for Roman Catholic. 3 minutes to go in this first quarter. Pull-up jumper is good. Alan Beatrand with the bucket.
And as we said before, Beatrand can definitely score. 15-9 right now, late in the first.
Yeah, Beatrand the leading scorer for Roman Catholic last year. 2 minutes, 38 seconds to go. Pull-up jumper by number 4.
There's Noah Warren.
Noah Warren way off the mark. Yeah, looked like it might have got blocked a bit. Now inside is Lundy.
No foul there. No foul was called.
Late, yep.
Is that foul called against Littles?
Yes, they're going to get number 35, Marcus Littles, for the foul. Ball comes in. That's Beatrand. Gets a screen. And now he'll reset. Yet to see any substitutions come into this game, as there's 2 minutes and 13 seconds to go in the first quarter. Shot from the corner is good. Hakim Hart, another 3. And Roman Catholic has opened up their biggest lead of the game. They now are ahead by 9. 1:50 to go in the first quarter. Drive inside by Ings, gets the floater in the lane to fall. That cuts the lead down to 7.
Ings has 4 points in the first quarter.
Yeah, he's gotten to the line a couple times and had a nice take there. And another steal from Ings off the hand of Greer, lays it up for 2. Christian Ings keeping Goretti in this game early on.
And he has been very, very tough on defense.
And a timeout now for Roman Catholic. Matt Griffin wants to talk it over with his staff. We're going to keep it here as the score is now 18-13 in favor of Roman Catholic. Christian Ings with 6 points early on in this one for Neumann Goretti. And Hakim Hart has 7 to lead the way for Roman Catholic, as a replay there of the layup by Ings off a nice steal. And twice now in the quarter, he's taken it away from Lynn Greer, who is renowned for his ball handling abilities, but Ings has played him well early on thus far, Jack Cap.
Yes, he has. He's been very tough on defense, and a little surprising that Lynn Greer's given it up a couple of times here. We'll see if things can settle down. Louis Wild in the game, am I seeing that correctly?
That is
Louis Wild, right?
Yes, that is Louis Wild has
Number
entered
1.
the game for Roman Catholic, number 1.
Hakim Hart stays in, Lynn Greer stays in.
Contested 3 off the mark, and now Seth Lundy trying to get the offensive rebound. Ball will travel out of play off him.
That was a long three-pointer.
Yeah, Hart with a little bit of a heat check. He already hit 2 outside shots before in the quarter, but contested from long range on that one. Hart really sprouted up over the summer. He grew from 6'1" to 6'5", and Jack Cap, he was a player who averaged 25 points a game last year at 6'1", so that height's certainly helpful for him.
And he may not be done growing yet.
And now this 3.
That's a 3.
Yep, that falls, comes off the hand of Christian Ings,
who is hot, to say the least.
Now has 9 points, and the lead is down to 2. Roman Catholic ahead 18-16 with 32 seconds to go in the quarter. And now a wild pass. Greer able to keep it in the front court, preventing a turnover. Roman Catholic will likely hold for the final shot of the quarter. Greer dribbling uncontested. Now Ings comes out to guard him.
He better start moving because the count is on, the 5-second count that is.
Now he moves, makes a nice dribble move, pulls up for 3 off the mark. Rebound Lundy, tries the putback, gets it to go.
That's gonna count, and that quarter is over.
A nice putback by Seth Lundy to end the first quarter, and we will go into the second with Roman Catholic leading Neumann Goretti 20-16. We're going to take a break, but we'll be right back on the Sports Fan Base Network.
Show scouts what I could do. My friends at Payroll Service Solutions are huge supporters of high school sports and the Sports Fan Base Network. If you're a small to medium-sized business in need of a payroll company, contact Payroll Service Solutions. Not only will they take care of you, they will continue to support the community. For more information, contact Payroll Service Solutions at 215-624-0922 or 866-PAY-EASY.
Welcome back to Neumann Goretti High School in South Philadelphia. The Roman Catholic Cahalites ahead 20-16 after 8 minutes of play here. Alongside Jack Cap, I'm Chris Markowitz. And Jack, impressive defense by Christian Ings. There's a steal here and a putback by Christian Ings right when I mentioned his name. He has been carrying this Neumann Goretti squad early on in this one.
He certainly has. He's building up a large point base here.
Score is 20-18 in favor of Roman Catholic. They go to work. And now a three-pointer is long off the hand of Greer. Goretti the other way.
Greer has only connected for one basket so far.
And the corner three is good from Noah Warren. He is a sharp shooter, Jack Cap. Came into this one
he is.
Shooting 46% from three.
He has an unusual release, and it doesn't look like it's the proper form, but it goes in, so who cares?
Yeah, it doesn't matter as long as it's nothing but net. And Neumann Goretti now has their first lead in this game. They're ahead 21-20 with 7 minutes to go in the second quarter. That layup off the mark by B-Trans. Ings with it, dribbling through traffic, and now a foul is going to be called against Greer.
Ings came to play today, no question about that. That's a second foul on Greer.
And that might sentence Greer to the bench for a few minutes. We'll see what head coach Matt Griffin decides to do.
Right now, nothing.
Leaving him out there?
Right now, he is, yeah. 6:53 left in the second quarter. Saints by one. That's
a
traveling.
Nice take in the lane by Ings. Did not get the travel call, and that's another layup for Ings.
Jack
What's
Cap
he up to now?
traveling.
13?
13.
13 of 23 points in this one for Neumann Goretti are off the hand of Christian Ings.
Big coming out party for Christian Ings. He's meeting the challenge here.
On the other end now, Lundy gets a screen. Pull up from three off the mark. Lundy wanted a foul, did not get the call.
And probably not the shot that Coach Matt Griffin wanted there.
Now a drive in the lane, a kick out. Three-pointer is off the mark. Offensive rebound and a whistle as it was number 3, Demir Montag, who pulled down the board. And that foul is going to go against number 23, Seth Lundy.
Seth Lundy picking up his first. Into the game is freshman Taquan Woodley, a very impressive athletic specimen.
Now a drive by Ings and a late foul call on Alan Beatrand.
Alan Beatrand did not like the call. It is his second foul.
And now look at this, Jack Cap, is Beatrand
some comments
in the face of Taquan Woodley clapping it up. And you mentioned it to me before the game.
Yeah, we talked before the game about him.
Well, what was it? Woodley, who was the player he went against?
From Dixon, Eric Dixon at Abington.
Abington, yeah.
Dixon thought he could take advantage of the young fella because he's just a freshman. Came into the game in the early second quarter at the Abington game, and Woodley blocked his shot, and I mean he batted it way above the rim. Woodley is a very impressive young athlete.
Well, you were mentioning it to me. He's got a nice vertical. He's got good size. 6'6", just a freshman.
I'm guessing his vertical between 40 and 45, based on what I saw in that Abington game.
Now Ing's second attempt from the line is good. He's 2 for 2 on this trip. Now has 15 points.
See, because he is a freshman, they may pick on him a little bit. Try to get physical with him, but he's got a bit of an edge to him too for a freshman.
A very tough kid. Is a nice pass inside by. That was not Greer.
No, but the basket was to Hakim Byrd, I believe.
That was Hart. It came off the hand of Betran for the assist.
This is a great game, as we predicted, and as it is every year here.
Yeah, very competitive early on. And now a whistle here is going to go against Woodley.
That's going to be against the young fella, Woodley.
Went over the back of Lundy.
Yeah, he smacked the hands of Lundy there. That'll be his first foul.
So possession to Roman Catholic. They trail 25-22. Roman Catholic led by as many as 7 early on. Led by as many as 9.
The Saints not going away. Obviously taking the lead here. Corner shot.
Corner 3 off the mark. Came off the hand of number 1, Louis Wild.
Louis Wild with nice form there.
And now Woodley with a hook shot off the mark.
There's nice footwork by Woodley.
Yeah, you like his game, Jack Kevin. I do
too.
He's got a lot of potential.
I didn't even know anything about him before that Abington game.
That pull-up from Greer off the mark.
And now foul.
And after the play, Woodley shoving Seth Lundy.
I told you he's got an edge. That foul was to Damir. Are we saying Montague?
Montague.
Montague? Okay. That's his first foul.
And that will send Lundy to the line with a chance to cut into the Saints' lead. His first free throw got a kind bounce but does not fall.
Looked like it was going to go in there, and it did not.
4:46 remaining in the second quarter. Neumann Goretti ahead 25-23 now as Lundy hits the second free throw attempt.
Lundy with 8 points mid-second quarter.
Lundy, a very impressive player in his junior year as Warren tries a three. It's short. Rebound by Greer.
Warren can get some shots up where other players probably would not be able to.
And now Lundy on the other end connects for 3.
Lundy's feeling it. He's looking good out there.
He has 11 now.
Big game for Seth Lundy so far.
Yep, Roman Catholic back ahead. A nice pass inside, and Woodley slams it home.
A big 2 by the young freshman Woodley. You saw his leaping ability there, and he didn't even show all of it.
And a nice pass by Damir Montague to set him up. And now a whistle here. A walk is called against Alan Betrand, which excites the crowd here at Neumann Goretti.
Alan Betrand not happy with that call, and neither is his coach, Matt Griffin.
Now onto the floor for Neumann Goretti is number 2, Ahmad Fair. Marcus Little's getting ready to check back in for the Saints. Shot inside is way off the mark. Came off the hand of Montague, and now a whistle and a foul. That's going to be against Christian Ings.
Yes, it is, and that will be his second foul.
Marcus Littles comes onto the floor for Goretti. And number 4, Gabe Perez, comes onto the floor for Roman Catholic. He will replace Greer, and Greer's been a little bit off the mark thus far in this one, Jack Cap. Hasn't been able to get a shot to go.
He really has not gotten started. I think he's got 2 points, and yes, he does just have the 2 points. Saw him last year. Once again, he did get injured towards the end of the year, so we didn't get to see him finish his freshman year, but he looked very, very smooth in the 1 or 2 games that I did get to see him play.
Yeah, one of the better point guards in the league, but Christian Ings doing a great job of defending him early on in this one. And now
a whistle
foul there. That's going to go against number 3, Damir Montague.
Montague with his second. Now that is the team's 6th. It's a common foul, so we will not be seeing shots until the next non-shooting foul, which is the 7th, and that would be a one-on-one. Am I seeing 0 fouls this quarter? I think I am. Against
no, 6 for both.
I can't see it. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Yeah, we got 6 fouls for both
6 fouls.
teams.
I didn't think that was right. I was going to say that didn't look right. Yep.
Yeah, so the next whistle, unless it's an offensive foul, will send
both teams into
one-on-one.
one-on-one.
Free throw
Yep.
line. Pass inside, broken up for a moment by Woodley, still with Roman Catholic. Now Lundy tries a drive, but has it taken away. This is Ings on the other end, and he slams it home. Christian Ings putting on a show. He now has 17.
Christian Ings is punctuating his show with that massive slam that we just saw there, and a great defensive play, too, on the other end.
Neumann Goretti now leads 29-26. 2 minutes, 47 seconds to go in the half. Seth Lundy, pass to the baseline, now kicked out. Three-pointer off the mark. That came off the hand of Greer, and he is still struggling with his shot. Neumann Goretti on the other end, a pass inside for Littles, reverse layup off the mark.
That was the right pass. Littles just missed the bunny there.
Yeah, you got to get that one to go.
Yeah, he went reverse on that. He knows it. He should have had it.
Now Roman Catholic on the other end. Betrand to Greer for 3. Gets it to go.
There we go.
Greer finally able to get his shot to fall. And now we have a tie game, 29-29 with 2 minutes and 11 seconds to go. We are going to keep it here. And here it is on the replay. Christian Ings slamming it home with the right. And Jack Cap, he has been impressive all evening.
17 points in the first half, and there's still 2 minutes and 11 seconds left. We're in a tie game here. It's a barn burner down in South Philadelphia.
29-29 is the score. Roman Catholic got off to an 18-9 lead early on in the first quarter, but Neumann Goretti stormed back, got their lead up to as many as 4. But the Cahillites have stayed in this one. It's been competitive the whole way throughout, and it's going to be an exciting one all the way down the stretch.
No, as we had hoped it would be, and of course it always is between these two teams. They go at it tooth and nail. There's so many quality players on the floor, so many Division I players. This is what high school basketball is about. It's a great game.
Yeah, we've got some great players on the floor, and Greer hasn't even got his shot to go yet. We haven't really seen much from Daimir Montague, who came into this one as the leading scorer for Neumann Goretti. So
that's right.
And Marcus Littles has been quiet as well.
He's got 2. I think Seth Lundy is leading with 10 for Roman. Am I right? Yeah.
Was it 10 or 11 for Lundy?
He might have 11 there. 11.
Yeah, Lundy has come as advertised.
Right, he hit a foul shot.
Lundy ranked as one of the 10 best Division I prospects in the state of Pennsylvania for his class. He's 6'6" small forward. And now Ings passing to the corner, bobbled for a moment. Now Littles has it for a second. It's picked up by Montague. He is called for a charge. And Jack Cap, what'd you see on that one?
That was the correct call. Position was taken. In high school basketball, it does not matter if you are under the basket. There is no semicircle, and that foul was called correctly.
And now substitution coming onto the floor for Roman Catholic, as departing is number 1, Louis Wild. And onto the court is number 13, Hakim Hart. One minute, 45 seconds to go. We're even at 29 in the first half. That 3 off the mark by Lundy.
That is a 25-footer.
Well, he does have that range,
yes,
but
he does.
He also had space to dribble in and make it a little easier for himself. And now Woodley tries a 3 off the mark.
Hey, I like it. I like seeing Woodley doing more than just trying to leap in the air.
That 3-pointer off the mark by Hakim Hart. 1 minute, 15 seconds to go in the half. Still tied at 29. Saints with it on offense. Ings setting it up. Gets a high screen from Marcus Littles, drives the lane, kicks it into the corner, baseline drive, and that's going to be a walk against Ahmad Fair.
Maybe not.
Oh, no, check that. They're going to get...
He was bumped into the wall.
I could have sworn that was a walk, Jack Cap.
Was that called against Beatran? Did I see that?
Did you see who they got for the foul?
I thought it was Beatran, but I don't know. I couldn't tell when the play happened because I was kind of looking for the traveling, but
See if we could get it on the replay as to the line goes number 2, Ahmad Fair for Goretti. Yep, gets the first to go, and that breaks the tie.
That's his first points of the evening.
Ahmad Fair, a 6'1" sophomore guard, and he hits the second free throw.
Smooth shooting free throws by Fair.
Yeah, Fair capitalizing on his chance. Goretti back ahead, 31-29. Less than 50 seconds to go in the first half. Roman Catholic with it. Greer being guarded by Ahmad Fair. Greer thought about a three, now kicks it. That's Hart, back to Greer. Greer dribbling, now steps back. Drives into the lane, kicks it to the corner, but that pass is out of play. A wild pass traveling out of bounds.
And Greer is begging for a clarification on that, but he's not going to get it. There was no touch of the ball by Neumann Goretti, and therefore it's NG ball.
And now coming on to the court is Hakim Byrd, a 5'8" sophomore. He will take the place of Taquan Woodley for Neumann Goretti, who will likely hold for the final shot of the first half. That's Noah Warren with less than 10 seconds on the clock. A wild shot is off the mark, and now on the other end, a layup at the buzzer is good. Counted for Lynn Greer, and we will go into the half with the Neumann Goretti Saints and the Roman Catholic Cahillites tied at 31. Jack Cap, your thoughts on the first half of play?
Well, that was certainly an exciting first half. As we expected here, two quality teams, two teams that are ranked very high in the state in their respective classifications.
Yeah, a back and forth first half, as it was Roman Catholic early on with the 9-point lead. Neumann Goretti storming back, and we will go into halftime with the score tied at 31. But Jack Cap, the big story has got to be the 17 first half points by Christian Ings.
By Christian Ings. He does have 2 fouls. I'm going to check that down at the scorebook. We are unofficial here at our booth, but what a first half by Christian Ings, and he is one great basketball player. He's putting on a show tonight.
Yeah, a great half by Ings, a great half by both these teams. We're going to take a break, but we'll be right back with halftime stats here on the Sports Fan Base Network.
Hi, I'm Marty Bystrom, former pitcher for the Philadelphia Phillies. In my experience in Major League Baseball, I know how important it is for high school athletes to gain exposure. My friends at Payroll Service Solutions are huge supporters of high school sports and the Sports Fan Base Network. If you are a small to medium-sized business in need of a payroll company, contact Payroll Service Solutions. Not only will they take care of you, they will continue to support the community. For more information, contact Payroll Service Solutions at 215-624-0922 or 866-PAY-EASY.
Hey, you.
Who, me?
Yes, you. You like pro sports?
Yeah,
You like college sports?
of course.
You like high school sports?
I guess.
Maybe you just don't know much about them.
Hey, voice in the sky.
Huh?
Where can I go to learn more about Philadelphia area high school athletics?
Just watch Varsity Voice every Wednesday on Facebook Live at 7 p.m.
Welcome back to Neumann Goretti High School in South Philadelphia. For SFBN, I'm Christopher Markowitz alongside Jack Cap, just about ready to kick things off in the second half of action here. It's a 31-31 tie through 2 quarters, and Jack Cap, this game has certainly lived up to the hype. It has been what we expected it to be, an absolute dogfight.
And you're right, Chris. It couldn't be a better game, really. 31-31 at halftime. I mean, we don't know where it's going to go from here, but the impressive skill level that we expected is certainly on display here, and the athleticism to boot.
And coming into this game, Jack Cap, we talked a lot about this Neumann Goretti squad. We talked about Montague. We talked about Woodley. We talked about Littles. But the impressive player here today, the storyline in the first half was Christian Ings. Out of nowhere, 17 points in the first half.
I mean, Christian Ings has put on a display, and not just from one part of the court, everywhere, and he's been great on defense by the same token.
Yeah, Neumann Goretti's needed it as Ja'Cour Smith, the only other player with multiple field goals in the first half. You look at Demir Montague, who came into this one averaging 16 points. He only has 2. You look at Warren, he only has a 3. Marcus Littles has struggled. So it's really been the Christian Ings show for Neumann Goretti. And then on the other side for Roman Catholic, Seth Lundy's played well as usual. He actually has 9. I know we said in the first half he has 11, but officially with the book he's got 9.
Right, the book had him for 9. That's right.
And Greer had that layup to go at the final second.
That's right. He's got 7.
He's got 7 now, and Greer struggled early on, but looked like he found his shot, found some confidence down the stretch in that second quarter, and we are just about ready to go here in the third. It will be Neumann Goretti ball. They will be traveling left to right on your screen, dressed in their home white.
Got a small delay here. There's a wet spot on the court, table side in front of the Roman bench. I mean, water spilled on the court, and believe it or not, by the rules, that's actually a delay of game.
Really?
Coming out of a timeout or a break without, with water in front of your bench that's spilled. Yeah, it's actually a delay of game. Nobody calls it.
Yeah, no,
of course, but
that'd be a tough call.
Look, if the referees wanted to be difficult, they could call that. Yep.
Lineups for both these teams are the starting lineups, the starting 5 out there for Neumann Goretti. It's Ings, Montague, Warren, Smith, and Littles. And for Roman Catholic, it's Beatrand, Greer, Hakeem Hart, Seth Lundy, and John Kelly.
John Kelly holding his own so far against the big man, Marcus Littles. Giving away a couple of inches and probably, well, maybe not. I was going to say John Kelly's coming in at about 240, it looks like, from here.
Well, he's listed on his roster as 220.
Yeah, well, he had a good Thanksgiving and Christmas. No,
that might be the case.
I'm totally guessing by looking at him what his weight is.
Meanwhile, ball is in, and we are underway in the second half of action. Neumann Goretti with it to start. Warren fakes a 3, drives in. His pass for Littles, taken away by Lundy.
He kind of telegraphed that pass a little bit, as we used to say in the old days.
Now Roman Catholic with it on the other end. Hart, handoff for Greer. Greer to the top, that's Lundy. Lundy spin move, goes inside, nice pass to Kelly, misses the layup.
Oh, Kelly wants that one back.
It was a nice cut by Kelly and a good setup by Lundy.
That was a beautiful pass by Lundy, and Kelly can hit that shot.
Might have been the presence of Marcus Littles, though.
Yeah, boy, and Littles and Kelly are going at it. I don't know if we have that. They're going to call a foul there.
And they're going to get Marcus Littles for the push-off.
So, yeah.
So Kelly frustrating Littles throughout the first half, and he's able to draw a foul on the defensive end of the floor.
Good work by the young man. Now, in a case like that, not too often, but it's the referee's right to call a double foul because they were both banging each other pretty hard. And that usually stops it, by the way, once you get that double foul calling.
Yeah, both players were going at it, but it was Kelly who got the call in his favor. Roman Catholic going to work here. Here's Greer, step back jumper, in and out.
Kelly.
Rebound Kelly, three-pointer for Hart is good.
Great work by Kelly. He is psyched out. He's screaming right now.
He is hyped up, and Hart with a look to the stands after he hit that three. Hart now has 13 and scored a quiet 10 in the first half for Roman Catholic.
3-point lead now for the visiting Cahalites.
Ball at the top of the three-point line. Drive by Montague, kicks it to the corner. That three-pointer off the mark. Lundy, rebound and run. A nice Euro. Can't get the layup, but draws the foul on the putback attempt, and he will go to the line for two.
It's going to go against Littles, I do believe. Yep. Littles with his third foul.
And that's big, as he was in foul trouble early on, Marcus Littles, that kept him off the floor.
Lundy with an impressive move to the basket. He hits the first foul shot of the second half.
Seth Lundy in his junior season. Last year he was second team all PCL. Can't get the second free throw to go. That rebound by Hart, but it's taken away. Wanted a foul, did not get the call. Neumann Goretti on the other end. Pass into the corner. That three way off the mark.
Wow, he went to the bank on that one.
Yeah, I don't think Ja'Cour Smith wanted to hit the backboard there.
I don't think so.
Now Roman Catholic with it on the other end. Here's Greer showing off the handles. Pass for Lundy. Pull-up jumper. It's good. Seth Lundy with 12. And Roman Catholic on a 6-0 run to start the second half.
And he's just showing off with that shot.
Gotta like Seth Lundy's game. Jack Cap, he is a long perimeter defender who can shoot it. He plays great on both ends of the floor. He is athletic. He can do it all for this Roman Catholic squad.
You are correct, sir. He's been very impressive. That foul's going to go probably against Hakim Hart. Did I get that right? I think so, and it's going to be his first.
Foul on Hart, and it will send Noah Warren to the line. Warren has been quiet in this one, has just 3 points, had a three-pointer in the first quarter. But now he'll go to the line with a chance for two. First free throw is good, and there you see Jack Cap. He does have that awkward form, but
he really does.
He shoots it at a high percentage.
Look, you can't change. When you get to this age, you really can't mess that much around with a player's form. It's a release point at his chin.
And now he gets his second free throw to go.
You know what? It works for him, and that's what I'm trying to say here in an awkward way, but it works.
Drive to the lane is good, as B-Tran was able to get that over the hand of Woodley, who came on for Marcus Littles. So Marcus Littles now on the bench with 3 fouls.
B-Tran with his first basket of the second half. Long shot.
That three-pointer is good. Nothing but net by Daimir Montague.
That's his first bucket of the game.
And that cuts the lead in half. Roman Catholic now ahead 39-36, 4 minutes, 38 seconds to go in the third, and now a steal by Warren.
Warren saw that pass and just poked his hand in there. He'll go to the hoop.
Good drive by Warren, leaves it for Woodley, who misses the layup but gets the late foul call, and he'll go to the line for two.
Was that foul against Lynn Greer?
I think they got
no.
I think they got B-Tran with it. We'll see.
Actually, I think it went against Kelly.
Oh, you're right.
It went against Kelly. Kelly's second foul. That would have been Lynn Greer's third. That's why I was concerned there for a moment.
Well, Woodley off the mark on the first free throw.
Woodley misses the first.
Still 39-36, 4 minutes, 27 seconds to go in the third quarter. Second free throw way off.
And that's something the young man has to work on. It's very important.
And now that outlet pass just a bit too far ahead of Greer. Lundy launching it to him, and that's a turnover. So Neumann Goretti will get it back. 4 minutes, 18 seconds to go. They trail 39-36. It's been a back-and-forth contest here this evening. Warren, guarded by Greer. Kicks it over to Montague, who drives the lane. Floater off the mark. Rebound B-Tran in the lane now. Whistle on the floor. So not in the shooting motion. That'll be an inbound from the baseline. So it'll be an inbounds for Greer. He'll get it in to Seth Lundy. Lundy with a face-up to Beatrand. His three-pointer off the mark. Rebound Woodley. 3 minutes, 40 seconds to go. Neumann Goretti still trailing by 3. Warren drives the lane. Kicks for Woodley. Nearly taken away. That pass is stolen by Lundy.
Dangerous pass by Woodley.
Now Lundy with an alley-oop to nobody. Woodley skying for it.
That's going to be an offensive foul against Woodley, and his temper flared there, and that's why he got that foul. He got the rebound with a very, very impressive athletic leap, and then just to show up his opponent, put his elbow in his ribs.
And not a smart foul there.
No, it is not a smart foul.
John Kelly departing for Roman Catholic. Onto the floor now is number 1, Louis Wild. Roman Catholic with it. Wild driving in the lane, kicks it outside for Greer. Baseline, misses the layup. Goretti with it. Montague. Nice pass, and that is lost by Smith. Taken back by Montague. He gets the floater in the lane to fall, and Goretti trails by just 1.
Montague's second basket of the half, starting to come alive a little bit.
Yeah, he averages 16 a game for this Saints squad, so they need to see him get his shot to fall in this half if they want to come away with the win down the stretches. Wild drives, baseline, can't get it to go. Lundy can't get the putback, but he draws the foul.
I believe that is once again against Taquan Woodley, and that's going to be his third. A little over-aggressive there. The call was made across the lane by the center official, who had a good angle, was able to see that hit on the wrist.
First free throw is good, and as you mentioned, Jack, that is the third foul for Woodley, which has Neumann Goretti in an interesting predicament because now Little's coming back onto the floor.
Also
both Little's and Woodley. They're 2 forwards with 3 fouls.
Truthfully, they're 2 big men. And he hits both, I believe. Seth Lundy,
yep.
Right?
Lundy 2 for 2 on this trip to the free throw line. Goretti trails by 3 yet again. 2 minutes, 19 seconds to go in the third quarter. Drive into the lane by Inks. He kicks it out for Montague. Short. Lundy now. A touchdown pass for Greer, who leaves it for number 2, Alan Beatrand. He knocks down that 3, and Roman Catholic has opened up a 6-point lead.
What a great game we have going here. What a nice fast break and a big shot by Alan Beatrand.
Coach Carl calling a timeout. We're going to keep it right here as Neumann Goretti trailing by 6. Here it is on the replay. That long outlet pass, and then Greer with a good find for Beatrand. And that 3-pointer causing Neumann Goretti to call a timeout here with 1:59 to go in the third. So Roman Catholic ahead 44-38. Jack Cap, what has impressed you by this Roman Catholic squad here in the second half?
Well, Roman taking the 6-point lead after 31-31 halftime, and they've moved the ball well. They've played strong defense, and they've drawn some fouls from their opponent, which has helped them also.
Yeah, free throws have helped them, and they have only fouled Neumann Goretti twice in this third quarter.
5 by the Saints, I believe.
Yes, 5 by.
It's hard to read that board.
5 by the Neumann Goretti Saints in the third.
Right.
2 by Woodley and 1 by Littles, and both of those players in foul trouble for Neumann Goretti.
Woodley staying in the game. Coach is having a lot of confidence in the freshman.
And now that pass by Ings is kicked out of play. Last touch by Hakim Hart. So it will stay with Neumann Goretti. Under 2 minutes to go in this one. Montague unguarded. now driving in, kicks for Ings. His jumper off the mark.
It's
and
a
Ings,
shove.
Yeah, we're going to get a foul, and that will stay here.
Louis Wild just shoved freshman Woodley away.
So that foul will be on Wild.
Yes, it is.
And now coming back onto the floor to replace Wild is John Kelly.
There was no need for that.
Goretti with it underneath the basket. There's Ings, who had 17 in the first half, but has yet to score here in the third quarter.
Great defense down there by John Kelly.
Now Ings gets it inside to the big man Littles. His hook shot is good. Marcus Littles going to work against John Kelly. He now has 4 points.
Kelly and Littles were really going at it once again. Kelly holding his own, and Littles coming back with the little soft hook, the half hook.
So Roman Catholic now ahead, 44-40. Less than a minute to go in the third quarter. Hart has it, and he will hold. Greer now. Guarded by Ings. Greer still with it. Driving the lane. Pull up. Off the mark. Whistle, and that is going to go against Kelly. They'll say he went over the back of Woodley, and that is the third foul for John Kelly.
It wasn't much of a foul, but he came from behind and must have hit the wrist. That was a really soft touch by Lynn Greer. Lynn Greer's good. He's definitely going to have a big career.
Well, we've seen flashes from him today, but he's just been a little bit off target with his shot. Jack Kappas, that one was a little long.
But I think we're seeing somebody who could break open for 20 or 30 points.
Meanwhile, less than 10 seconds to go. A pass inside for Woodley, who tries the hook off the mark. Littles with the board. His hook shot is good, and that will take us to the fourth quarter with Roman Catholic holding on to a narrow 44-42 lead. We're going to take a break, but we'll be right back here on SFBN.
Hi, I'm Marty Bystrom, former pitcher for the Philadelphia Phillies. In my experience in Major League Baseball, I know how important it is for high school athletes to gain exposure. My friends at Payroll Service Solutions are huge supporters of high school sports and the Sports Fan Base Network. If you are a small to medium-sized business in need of a payroll company, contact Payroll Service Solutions. Not only will they take care of you, they will continue to support the community. For more information, contact Payroll Service Solutions at 215-624-0922 or 866-PAY-EASY.
Welcome back to Neumann Goretti High School in South Philadelphia for SFBN. I'm Chris Markowitz alongside Jack Cap, and this one has been tooth and nail throughout the first three quarters. Roman Catholic holding on to a narrow 44-42 lead over the Neumann Goretti Saints.
It's a very close game. It's been a close game the entire evening. You know what I'm enjoying? I'm enjoying watching Matt Griffin play defense. How do you like that?
Coach
Kind of weird, but when they're on defense, he goes into a defensive posture as if he's on the court.
Kind of reminds me of head coach Denise Dillon, who's always in a defensive.
From Drexel, right?
Yeah.
She's a great coach.
Three-pointer off the mark.
Ladies coach at Drexel University. Look at that leap.
And one! A strong take in the lane by Christian Ings, who was silent in the third quarter, but gets back on the board here with a big bucket, and he has a chance to give Neumann Goretti a lead here in the fourth quarter.
And he did that with his just amazing leaping ability, his athleticism. We're going to see a replay, I believe.
Here it is in slow motion. Ings driving the lane with the clutch, gets it to go.
And he took John Kelly to the hoop there. John Kelly picking up his fourth foul.
And that is big.
John Kelly, a famous Philadelphia name.
So Ings able to hit the free throw. Goretti ahead by 1. 7 minutes, 25 to go in the fourth.
Once again, Kelly playing with 4 fouls. He's setting some big high screens.
Sets the screen for Greer, but Greer can't hit the 3, and now a foul is called against Alan Betran.
Got to be against Betran, yep. That's going to be number 4 against Betran.
So 2 starters for Roman Catholic in foul trouble here early on in the fourth. A substitution getting ready to check in. Looks like it's Louis Wild.
We have another wet spot on the court. And that was on the rebound, that foul. We're going to clean that up. That is, I believe, Mr. Jim Miller, referee Jim Miller, and joined by his friend Jim Welsh. I'm not sure which guy is which, but they're cleaning it up.
And doing a good job.
Yep, extra duty.
Doubling as the cleanup service here.
Extra duty for the referees tonight. 1 point lead for the Saints, 7:14 left in this affair.
So it'll be...
Betran's out.
Yep, Betran comes out. He'll be replaced by Louis Wild.
And Louis needs to keep himself under control. He can't get wild, as he did before, when he shoved Taquan Woodley for no reason.
Neumann Goretti with it now.
Or maybe there was a reason that we don't know about. We're not out there. We don't know what they said to each other, but that type of thing is not necessary.
Ings with it now. Under 7 minutes to go in the quarter. Calling for a screen. Doesn't get it. Still waiting. Ings driving to his right. Handoff. Warren to Woodley. Back to Ings.
3 dribble handoffs in a row.
Ings with a couple of face-up moves. Now he drives the lane. Kicks to Warren. Warren. Spin move.
Ooh, travel. Ooh,
no call there.
Maybe not.
And that drive into the lane by Montague is good.
So many weapons for both of these teams. Montague coming to life in the second half. 3rd basket.
Yeah, Montague was held scoreless in the first half. He's this team's leading scorer. Seth Lundy tries a long 3 off the mark. Hart with a big rebound. Gets it to Lundy. Roman Catholic trying to reset. Lundy drives in. Pull-up blocked by Woodley.
And Hart wanted that ball in the corner so badly. He was jumping up and down saying, give me the ball.
Yeah, Hart could shoot it a little bit, but a good block there by Woodley, who averages 3 a game for Neumann Goretti.
Kelly and Littles are going at it again.
And we're going to get a whistle here, and that will be it for John Kelly. He's going to pick up his 5th foul here.
He thought it was going the other way there for a second.
Oh, they have him for 4, Jack Cap.
I have him for 5. They're going to take him out. The scoreboard has him for 4. But I was very careful with this, and I also checked it with the scorekeeper, the home book. I don't know.
Well, that's interesting.
We'll leave it at 4 for now, but I think he has 5. Littles to the line.
Either way, it sends Littles to the line. He hits his first free throw. Goretti, a 4-point lead, their largest of this second half. And that is huge. And here on the replay is the foul. And I don't know, Jack.
Could have gone either way, right?
Yeah, it's kind of been like that all game long between those 2 guys.
I give Kelly a lot of credit for battling down low with that Marcus Littles, who outsizes him, and Kelly's a tough kid.
Well, he's on the bench now with 4. Baseline drive by Greer. Kicks to the corner for Wild. Top of the key, Betran. Lundy now drives in. Blocked. A whistle. And that is out of play. They'll keep with Roman Catholic.
Referee Derek Herboski was right on that call. A great penetration. There was a block shot on the play. Ball went out of bounds, and it will be retained by Roman. Great defense on the previous sequence by Marcus Little, cutting off the baseline, by the way.
And Lundy not too pleased with that call, Jack Cap. He thought for certain he was fouled.
He thought he was fouled.
Now Louis Wild, 4-3. Bang! A big three-pointer for Louis Wild.
And Louis Wild can shoot the basketball.
And that will cut the Saints' lead down to 2. 5:07 remaining in this one. Goretti ahead 49-47, and this is likely going to be a wild finish.
It's headed for a very close finish.
Here's the replay of the three. Wild gets it to rattle home, and that keeps Roman Catholic in this one late.
Excellent form by Louis Wild from the corner. He's got a nice stroke, Chris, a beautiful stroke on that long three-point shot.
Yeah, nice. A clutch basket for Wild. We'll see what Goretti does to answer here as they called timeout.
And now we see why Wild gets playing time. He can definitely pop the outside shot.
Good spot-up shooter. He's listed at 6'1", Jack Cap. I don't know
Doesn't look it.
how accurate that is. I'm 6'1", and
I know you look bigger than 6'1".
I'm around 6'1", 6'2". I like to list myself at 6'2", 6'3", but realistically, I know where I stand.
Hey, you're in basketball. Give yourself another inch.
Exactly.
But
it's the shoes, right? That's what the shoes
everybody
do, right?
does it. Yeah. But
well, in UCLA back in the day, didn't they list their players undersized to trick their opponents? I'm pretty sure that was a John Wooden strategy.
Hey, John Wooden's the greatest coach of all time, so whatever he did,
it worked.
He could do it.
Meanwhile, here in
speaking of great coaches, by the way, I met Pete Carrill today from Princeton.
Really?
I was at the 1,000th victory for Speedy Morris, and there was Pete Carrill from Princeton.
Two great coaches there.
94 years old.
Wow. God bless him.
And he says to me, "So what's your name?"
Great coach at Princeton.
One of the greats of all time.
In the Hall of Fame, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
Meanwhile, pass inside for Littles.
A big man.
And he's going to get called for a travel. A good defensive recovery there by the Roman Catholic squad.
And
some
now
rotations.
Here comes Kelly out of the game, I believe. So he obviously had 4 fouls in because he went back into the game. Now he's back out. And he got a near kiss from his coach. I was watching him. The coach grabbed him and hugged him and nearly kissed him for all that hard work he's put out there.
Played great defense on Littles on that possession. It was a big stop as Roman Catholic with a chance to either tie or take the lead.
Do we have a Heart of the Game award? Because John Kelly would win it.
We'll have to check with our team. Is that layup is good. Comes off the hand of Beatrand, a huge basket to tie this one at 49.
What a game we have here in South Philadelphia. The heart of great basketball, the Philadelphia Catholic League.
It's the city of basketball love. As a steal here by Hart. He'll try a layup. He gets it to go. Could have been an and one, but no call there.
What a fabulous move by Hart to the hoop after the steal and a timeout. And this place is exploding in pandemonium.
Yeah, timeout on the floor. Neumann Goretti needs to talk it over. A huge play there by Hart, Jack Cap. I talked to you about him before the game, the transfer from South Jersey who averaged 25 last year and now being a great contributor for this Roman squad.
And he's already got 15 in this game, which is a big game.
Here it is on the replay. Picks the pocket and goes in for the layup. There might have been some contact there, Jack Cap.
I was going to say the same thing. You had a better look at the replay than I did, but I thought it could have been called a foul.
Well, I'll tell you
certainly
what,
he did too.
But both
Hakim Byrd did.
I think that these referees, for the most part throughout, they've really been letting both these teams play, Jack.
They're good referees. These guys are top. They wouldn't have this game if they weren't top-level referees. In fact, I know Roboski very well. When he was just starting out, I remember him. He was a rookie because I'm an old referee, as you know. And I remember when he was just starting out. But he's come a long way, and he's earned this position. This is not easy to do, Chris, to be a referee in this game.
Referees
in this
take a lot of flack. It's tough.
Well, I mean, especially in a game like this. We're not talking about 12-year-old girls here. Nothing against 12-year-old girls, but these are the big boys. Yeah, and you better know your stuff when you're reffing these guys.
The PCL, the big league here
big
in
time.
Philadelphia
big time.
Catholic
basketball. That's right.
It's a 51-49 lead for Roman Catholic. 3 minutes, 55 seconds to go. Neumann Goretti will have possession.
This is going to stay close to the very end. That's what I'm sensing. And I think everybody in this gym is sensing the same thing.
Yeah, will likely come down to the buzzer. Roman Catholic in the middle of a 7-0 run right now.
Chris Ings a little quiet after his explosive start.
Had a big and one earlier in this quarter. Now three-pointer is good. Montague with a huge answer, giving Goretti a 1-point lead.
It's his third three of the half. He now has 11 all in the second half after picking up 3 fouls in the first and scoring 0.
52-51. Neumann Goretti ahead. 3 minutes, 26 seconds. Three-pointer by Hart off the mark. Rebound by Wild, who is bumped by Montague. And that will send Wild to the line.
That foul was
that is only the 6th foul. I thought that was the 7th. So it'll stay underneath the basket.
However, that is the 4th foul on Mr. Montague.
And now pass inside for Lundy, unable to get the layup to go. Wanted a foul, does not get it on the other end. Warren pump fakes, his three-pointer, off the mark. Rebound Woodley, hook shot good. A 3-point lead for Goretti.
And an emotional response from the rookie player for Neumann Goretti, young Taquan Woodley.
Big play there by Woodley. Now Wild in the corner, drives baseline. Three-pointer from the top, off the mark. Marcus Littles with a strong rebound, but a turnover, a steal.
Foul on Littles.
Yep, that is going to be.
I believe that's where it's going to go.
And that'll be the 4th on Littles as Alan Betran snuck in from behind to take it away from Littles.
Yeah, I mean, no, I think they gave it to someone else. They gave it to Woodley.
Yeah, they'll give it to Woodley. That is his 4th.
That was an interesting call there, but Littles with a big rebound, and I think he just didn't see his opponent, kind of like forced the pass a little bit. So we're going to see Betran at the line for a 1-and-1.
Betran off the mark, it's long. Woodley with the board. And now a timeout is called. So Woodley with a big hook shot on the offensive end, a big rebound after a missed free throw on the defensive end. And Goretti clinging to a small 54-51 lead with 2 minutes and 44 seconds to go. Jack Cap, this is one heck of a finish to this one.
It really is. It was a great rebound by the young man, and I think his teammate there, I don't know who called the timeout. Maybe it was Ings, I'm not sure. But I think it was a smart timeout because he was kind of trapped there in the backcourt, and he's very emotional. I mean, even after the timeout was called, he was kind of going at Seth Lundy a little bit.
Well, he is young. He is just a freshman, so obviously inexperience can lead to a lot of things in the emotional part of the game for some young players.
Yeah, there's some maturation probably in his future, and I hope he goes through that process and becomes a player that I think he's going to become.
Well, he does have a bright future. 6'6" as a freshman with that athletic ability.
I mean, and it's even more than that. And the fact that he's been in so many minutes in this game Carl Aragel, he would not have him in there if he didn't have confidence in him. That's a very experienced and very high-quality coach.
Yeah, Aragel has done a great job with Neumann Goretti throughout the years.
Oh, to say the least.
As Goretti with it on offense. 2 minutes, 27 seconds to go. They lead by 3. In the corner, Warren. Off the mark. Hit every part of the rim.
The strangest shot, but almost went in.
Now Hart open for 3. Short. Marcus Littles for a second, and now picked up by Montague.
A battle for the rebound. Montague retains it.
So Hart unable to equalize on that three-point attempt. And now less than 2 minutes to go. Driving to the lane, Montague. Layup off the mark. Crowd wanted to walk, didn't get it. And the offensive rebound by Warren keeps Goretti with the ball. Warren driving the lane now. Dribbling outside.
Saints holding 3.
And when do you foul if you are Roman?
Not yet. Both teams in the bonus. Oh, what a move.
Ings with the layup in traffic. Goretti with a 5-point lead. And Roman Catholic needs a timeout. And Jack Cap, it was Christian Ings in the first half. And a big shot now late in the fourth quarter to give Goretti a 5-point lead.
Clearly, Christian Ings is having the game of his young life. And he's got 22 points. 17 in the first half and 5 in the second half. He looked really good on that penetration there. 5-point lead, and Roman's going to have to get some points here.
And I think I'm going to give that one the stall agency play of the game. Jack Cap, a nice take into the lane by Ings. A big bucket to give Neumann Goretti a 2-possession lead with just about 1:30 to go here in the fourth.
Yep, 1 minute, 32 seconds. Both teams in the 1-and-1 bonus. Both teams have 7 fouls. Once again, a 5-point lead for the home team, Neumann Goretti Saints.
So 92 seconds to go in this one, Jack Cap. Still a long way to go, especially in a high school basketball game where we have the 1-and-1 with the bonuses. So
and 2 smart coaches.
2 smart coaches and 2 great teams on this floor.
There's a reason these teams are ranked so highly on a state level, and you're going to see them in the PIAA state championships at their respective classification levels. Neumann Goretti plays in the 3A, and Roman plays in the freshly minted 6A, which is just the second year of the 6A category.
Yeah, both these teams likely competitors for state championships in their respective conferences.
I would say without question.
And this might be a preview of a late round PCL playoff matchup.
And I'm looking forward to that.
Roman Catholic with it now. Corner 3 by Wild. Off the mark. Rebound by Lundy. Layup good and the foul. Seth Lundy skying for the offensive board. Puts it up and draws the foul. And Woodley not too pleased with that call. And he is gone. That is the 5th foul on Woodley, which is a big loss late in this one for Goretti.
Yes, it is. I mean, he did everything he could in there, but I got news for you. Seth Lundy, you are the man.
There it is on the replay. Seth Lundy skying for the board. A huge bucket, and if he could hit this free throw, Roman Catholic will trail by just 2. Lundy on target. 56-54. Goretti with possession. 1 minute and 16 seconds to go. Trap. Tight pressure here and a timeout by Montague. Smart move there by the senior, as he had nowhere to go with that one.
No, he was completely trapped, and it was very well done by the Roman defense.
Yeah, some good design there by Matt Griffin.
Absolutely great backcourt pressure. Matt Griffin, a very young-looking coach, but obviously a high-quality coach.
Yeah, Matt Griffin in his 2nd season with this Roman Catholic squad.
2nd season, right. Took over for Chris McNesby, who won 2 PIAA championships, I believe, at the 4A level a couple years back.
Yes, that is correct. Back-to-back state championships,
That's right.
Back-to-back PCL championships.
That's right. And, of course, on the other side, Neumann Goretti, one of the biggest winners in state history with 7 out of 8 years winning the state championship.
That's unprecedented, Jack.
It is unprecedented. And if you, I do look at the history of PIAA basketball. I mean, there's some teams that have some incredible runs and appearances in championship games. For instance, Chester High School, 8 state championships, 15 times in the final game.
Wow.
Yeah, and they're not the only ones. Williamsport also.
Wow.
8 state championships. And there's several others just like that. Lower Merion's not far from behind those guys. Lower Merion has 7.
How many did they win when Kobe was there?
1 or 2, I think. I definitely won. His senior year, no question they won that. I'm not sure about that, but they've won others. Lower Merion's a great program. The Aces of Lower Merion. Here we go, folks.
Yep, 1 minute, 12 seconds to go. It'll be an inbound for Neumann Goretti. They lead 56-54. A back-and-forth contest the whole way through. Montague gets it across midcourt, drives the lane. Now Warren. Handoff. And now a foul here.
Yeah.
And that will send Jakor Smith to the line, shooting 1 and 1.
And that's the 8th foul of the half. Who was that foul on? I was looking at something else.
Oh, I missed that. Let's see if they put it on the board.
Okay, so it looks like it was against
number 13, Hakim Byrd. Just his first foul.
I got him on 2, but they got him on 1, so we won't argue.
And the free throw is off the mark by Smith. And now ball goes out of play. Last touch by Neumann Goretti. So we'll keep it here. 49 seconds to go. Roman Catholic trails by 2. Greer gets it in to Wild.
45 seconds left.
Betran with it to Wild. Up top to Greer. Back to Wild. 36 seconds to go.
They look like they're holding for the last shot. I don't know if this is a good move.
Greer now. Looking inside to Lundy to Wild. Betran back to Wild, now to Greer. Just moving around the arc. Now Lundy in the corner. Hart gonna try a three, blocked, but a foul call. And that, is that a foul?
No.
What is the whistle? The ball, no, they say the ball hit the wire.
The ball hit the wire right above the basket here. Not the normal wire where that's called. Not the wire that comes from the top of the basket, but one that comes from the side where we are to the basket. It's an unusual setup, but it's out of bounds.
And that's an unfortunate miscue for this Roman Catholic squad, because in any other gym, Jack Cap, I don't think Hart has to worry about his three-point attempts hitting a wire.
I don't think I've ever seen a wire like that.
And it looked like an air ball, but clearly the wire had something to do with that.
No, it was hit. The wire was hit.
No, exactly.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So it looked like it might have been a block or an air ball, but clearly.
Well, once it hits the wire, it's a dead ball. It's extraneous to the court of play, and that's why it's a dead ball. Big man to the line.
Marcus Little's fouled. He will be shooting 1 and 1. First free throw off the mark. Rebound, Roman Catholic.
15 seconds.
They've got to hurry. And now a timeout here by Coach Matt Griffin with 12.8 to go. Jack Cap, if you are Matt Griffin, what are you drawing up here? Who do you want the ball to be in the hands of?
I don't know, but I think I would bring the ball out top and start setting some screens off the ball and see what can be set up, maybe a backdoor cut and maybe a layup. But I mean, look, Matt Griffin is a heck of a better coach than me, so we'll see what he draws up on the board there. The highest level I ever coached, Chris, was 15-year-old rec players. That's the highest level I ever coached, so, you know.
Well, that's higher than I've ever coached, Jack Cap. So 56-54, 12.8 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Neumann Goretti ahead. Roman Catholic with possession. They have a chance to either tie with the 2 or take a late lead on the 3.
12.8 left in the game. 2-point lead.
Yes,
Here we go.
It's been exciting throughout, Jack Cap, competitive throughout, a back and forth game. Neither team giving any wiggle room here tonight.
Ball being triggered opposite table into the backcourt.
Greer will have it. Less than 10 to go. Greer drives the lane. Going to try a shot. Blocked! Lundy gets it now. His shot short. Ball goes out of bounds. Who has it?
Half a second left.
Half a second to go. Ball is with Roman. Half a second to go.
That block shot was Montague.
It was Montague,
right?
yes. Montague with the
two-hand block shot.
And now Greer with an inbound from the far sideline.
It's got to be a catch and shoot. That's all we can do. Catch and shoot. There it is.
That shot is almost in. But Neumann Goretti will hang on for the 56-54 lead. Jack Cap, what a game here at Neumann Goretti High School.
What a win. The fans are streaming on the court here. I'm sure the security's holding them back now, but what a finish. That ball almost went in, that last shot, Chris.
It almost went in off the glass, coming off the hands of, was that Lundy who shot it?
I believe it was Lundy, but whatever it was a beautiful release because he only had a half a second to get the shot off, which means that it's a catch and shoot, and that's all there is to it.
Had to be either a catch and shoot or a tip near the basket. Meanwhile, though, a great block by Montague at the end there, denying Greer's look underneath the hoop. That keeps the layup from ever falling. That would have tied the game at 56.
Yeah, really, what a game. And I just saw John Kelly walk by me. He had a great game here, and obviously Seth Lundy, who just walked by a moment ago, had a kind of a sad look on his face, but a tremendous effort. And after that game, I saw the big man Marcus Little's run over to the fans on the opposite side and and he was hugging and slapping high fives with all of them. It was a very exciting ending.
Well, an exciting win for Neumann Goretti, who trailed by 9 in the first quarter, fought back into it. It was a back-and-forth effort the whole way through. Nothing to hang your heads for if you're Roman Catholic. A hard-fought loss, but just 2-point loss on the road against this tough Neumann Goretti squad. That is not that bad. And our player of the game, Jack Cap, our Six Smith Sporting Goods player of the game, I think it has to go to number 0, Christian Ings of Neumann Goretti.
Yeah, he ends with 22 points. And we mentioned earlier he had a gigantic explosive first half with 17, was the best player on the floor tonight in an arena that was filled with great high school basketball players.
Yeah, not only did he have 17 in the first half, but he had a big bucket and one in the closing moments to give Goretti a late lead. It was his effort that led this squad, this Neumann Goretti squad, to victory. A great game for Christian Ings. So that is going to do it. Our final score, once again, 56-54 for the sports fan. For the Sports Fanbase Network, I'm Christopher Markowitz, and I'm here with Christian Ings of Neumann Goretti High School. The Saints just pulled off a 56-54 victory over Roman Catholic. Christian, it was a back-and-forth game throughout, came down to the last possession. What were your emotions throughout the game, and particularly down the stretch when you guys had to seal the deal at the end?
My emotion coming out to finish the game off was Coach Carl said that they haven't lost in this gym in almost 8-9 years, so we had to make sure that the tradition kept going, and we definitely couldn't lose in here, especially the Roman, our rivalry. This is a game to set the tone for the PCL, and we just try to make sure we win all big games so we can have a great place to play in when playoff time comes around.
You led the way with 21 points tonight, 17 in the first half. What were you feeling in that first half that allowed you to get things going offensively?
This is I think the basket felt like it was wide as the ocean. I just felt like I couldn't do no wrong. So when I had the opportunity, I attacked. I started off early, passing to make sure I could be open. But then when I seen my opportunity to go, I just in attack mode always.
You had a chance to go up against Lynn Greer, who's regarded as one of the better point guards in the PCL. You played pretty well against him. What was that matchup like? What was it like to go up against Greer?
He's a friend of mine, you know, on and off the court during the summertime. We're great friends, so going up against him, we knew we had a little chip on our shoulder against each other, trying to see who can come out on top. I just had to make sure that I set the tone on defense and made sure that he couldn't stop me on offense, and that's how I knew I could win.
You're in your junior year here at Neumann Goretti. So what are your thoughts, looking ahead, maybe not just for this season, but for college and for the future of your career, basketball and academically?
For basketball, I'd love to go to a high major Division I and maybe take my talents to the NBA. But if I don't seem to make it to the NBA, I'd like to be a physical therapist and work with athletes, keep their bodies in tip-top shape so that they can come out every game and play as hard as they want.
Well, Christian, congrats on the win, congrats on the performance, and good luck going forward.
Thank you.
Thank you. For the Sports Fanbase Network, I'm Chris Markowitz. I've been alongside Jack Cap. It's been a pleasure working with you. Thanks to our crew, Josh Bellman, Sean Kelly, and Dave Roberts. It was an exciting night for the PCL. We'll have some more games in the future here on the Sports Fanbase Network, but that's going to be it for us tonight. Tune in later this season.